Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is all going to be about the 7 lists that you can make that can simplify your life. Daily to-do list. This is going to help you remember what you really need to do / what's the most important thing that you need to do, along with you not feeling guilty at the end of the day that you didn't get that one thing that you had to do that was important when you go to bed. So I remember making a list and having like 50 things or 20 things on the list, and the most important thing that was on that list I didn't get done. I basically accomplished everything else but that one thing that I had to do because I overpacked my list. So always make your daily to-do list things that are important. Whether your dishes are overflowing, then put do the dishes. Whether you need to go grocery shopping, put need to go grocery shopping ASAP. Put all the things that are important and that really need to get done rather than you sweeping the floors or just being on Instagram. Those are the things that are gonna eat you up when you go to bed at night and you're gonna be like, damn it, I forgot to pay my excise taxes, or I forgot to pay the water bill. I forgot to go to the city hall and that was on the top of my list and I forgot. To just make a daily to-do list with 5 important things so you don't feel guilty at the end of the day. Another list to make is your goals. I have a goal list and my goal list is only 4 things, so I don't overcrowd. You don't want to overcrowd these lists when you're making them. But having a goal list can help you kind of visualize where your future is going. And like I said in my last videos, I had to redo or revamp my 2020 goal list because of what happened this year with the pandemic, with me moving out of nowhere. And if you have to sit down and rethink about the rest of the year, like your goal list part, then do so. If there's only 3 months left out of the year, it's still good to sit down and rewrite those goals because you can transfer some of them over to next year. Best thing to do when you are resetting your goals like this, when it comes to like half of the year or whatever, is to throw out that other goal list, start from scratch, make realistic goals, and keep it short. I cannot say that enough. Keep your goal list or any list short. Our minds get trapped into that, oh my god, I need to do everything on that list in order for me to feel like I accomplished something. You do not need to overfill your goal list in order for you to feel that you've accomplished something. The best way to go about this is to have 4 or 5, make them realistic. Like I said, do not think of like, all right, my dream vacation is gonna be in Hawaii, I want to go to Hawaii. We're still in a pandemic. We don't know when this is going to go away, so maybe the whole vacation thing is just not right now. Maybe go camping instead in your local area or whatever, but don't put things like that on your goal list that you are not going to be able to accomplish because they're too far-fetched as of right now. Because what you are going to feel towards the end of the year is you're going to feel like you didn't accomplish anything when really you put unrealistic goals and you probably weren't even working towards them too. So keep it short, keep it realistic, and again, it's okay to start from scratch. Gifts to purchase. So this is a great list to make. How I do this, I'm gonna like put this in a little example like I always do. I have a little list in my drawer. Obviously I'm not going to show it because it has everyone's contact information and it's privacy reasons, but I have my mom, I have all my sisters, I have his mom, his like niece and nephew, I have my niece and nephew, so we have a list. And next to that list is something that we know that they need, not necessarily that they want. So we always have a little gift list. So for a little example, my mom's birthday just recently passed, and a couple months back she was complaining that she wanted Netflix but she didn't want to pay for it. And I was like, that's a good idea to add to her gift list. So I just put Netflix gift card to her name. And this is going to help you out if you guys celebrate Christmas and stuff. You can probably even give them the same thing, or you can just put like 2 little gifts beside their name. So one for their birthday and one for the holidays. Because I mean, there's only like their birthdays and Christmas, that's when you give gifts. But it is going to help you out so much. So what you can do, I'll just show you guys because I feel like I'm all over the place. You can put like, you know, your mom's name. You could put the contact information if you have to mail it out and stuff. Just put a line in the middle and put Christmas gift and then put birthday gift, and put like Netflix gift card for Christmas, and then for the birthday part put a gas card. So when that holiday comes around, just go to your list and be like, all right, it's my mom's birthday. All right, I'm gonna give her a gas card this birthday. And I know what you guys are probably thinking, all right, that's great for adult gifts. What about the kids? What I do for kids each time is I pay attention and I'm like, all right, I do the same list. I do the Christmas and the birthday, and I put, all right, so for birthdays, I always give them clothes. For Christmas, I will get them one toy that they really want. Obviously not too expensive, but just one toy that they really want, and that's it. So it's simple enough. Especially with kids, they always talk about what kind of toys they want or what things they want. It's easy to just jot it down and be like, all right, I remember they were talking about this throughout the whole year, so I'm gonna get this for them for Christmas, and then for their birthdays I will gift them like 3 shirts and 3 pairs of pants. It always works out that way. So having a gift list, no matter what you buy for your family, it's going to save you some time. It's probably going to save you money in the long run. It's just a huge helping hand, especially when you just have it in your drawer and you're like, all right, let me see. All right, so it's Christmas time, so this is what I'm going to get everybody. And you just go off that list and you don't have to think about it when you're all done. Obviously, when that year ends, you probably want to revamp the list because people, you know, they want new things, or their minds change on certain items. So just, you know, you can revamp it every now and then, but for the most part, I would say gift cards is the best way to go, especially when it comes to adults. And for kids, I would have to say clothes, because you're helping out the parents. And most of the time their toys just go to the trash, while their clothes are usually passed down to other kids in the family. Budget list. This is really big, especially when you are trying to save money but you are kind of unsure on how to save money or how to go about that. And this is the one list that I cannot live without. I do not have this on a piece of paper, but I have a list on my laptop, like, you know, those sticky notes, well, digital sticky notes that the MacBooks come with. I use one of those. I have it in like a gray theme, so it's still modern looking. And I have all of my budgeting lists there. Like I have like our rent, I have like when I'm supposed to pay it. I have a budget in where it's like our grocery list. Like, all right, let's try to spend no more than $200 this month on groceries. It's basically like I know exactly what to pay each month, right on time. Sometimes I pay things even earlier, like 2 months early. So if we already have the money, might as well pay it and not think about that bill. So whatever money comes in, we could just put into savings. And of course, I have all that checked off on my little budgeting list. Again, if it wasn't for my budgeting list, I would not know where my money's going, what bills I have to pay this month, what bills I did pay this month. I would be clueless. So this budgeting list can keep you in track, help you save money. There's just so many benefits to a budget list. Camping guide list. So this is something that is not too like much for us, but I would say my sisters, I've seen them go through like stressing out on what they need for camping, which made me rethink how much stuff I needed when we went camping. And when you guys leave your house and you're gonna go spend the night out in the woods for a couple days, you automatically have to think of like, all right, sleeping bag, tents, cooking stuff, food, snacks, bug spray, tanning lotion or sunscreen, whatever you want to call it. There's just a list, right? A huge list in your mind. Why not put that on paper, like a permanent camping list, laminate it, so when that camping season comes, go through the list of what you always get and go shopping with it. Or go to your vehicle, open up the trunk and be like, go through everything that you have. All right, tent, check, this, check. It's such a lifesaver. I thought of this like last month and I'm like, this is what I'm doing for now on. And also I want to add in there that you do not have to necessarily have like a physical copy of a list with you, especially when you go camping, because I know we can lose things like that. I would just download the Notepad app on your phone and just start checking things off from there. So it's just easier. It's one less thing you have to carry, because I know with camping things can get pretty messy and misplaced. Favorite recipes. So I can't take all the credit for this because I would have never came up with it if it wasn't for my boyfriend to tell me to write down all the little amazing recipes that I come up with. And most of the time I come up with like random things, or I'll tweak like certain Pinterest recipes to make them vegan friendly for us. So we do have like a little notebook that has, you know, random favorite recipes that are cheap. So when it comes to a night where we're hungry and we have no clue what to make or what we want, and we do know that we do not want to spend more money on food like with Uber Eats and stuff, I just go to that recipe book and I'm like, hey, what about that pasta and vegetables that I made like a month ago? Like, do you want me to make that? Because it's in the, we have the ingredients already. And that is just a huge lifesaver and money saver. So if you have certain favorite recipes that the whole family loves, write them down in a little book, or again, you can digitalize it on your computer, on your phone, whatever's easier for you. This is going to save you money, time, and everyone is going to enjoy it. So you're going back to the basics when it comes to cooking, but you're making everybody happy while doing that. Speaking of basics, the last list that can help you simplify your life even more is a basics grocery list. I came up with ours a couple weeks ago, and oh boy, has saved us so much time and aggravation. Because before, when we used to make our list, I would write like 10 or 15 things. We would get to the store, grab it, and come back and I'm like, damn, I forgot lettuce, or I forgot croutons, or you know, just the things that you always get that you forgot to get. So we do have a basics grocery list, which consists of carrots, kale, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. Those are things that we always get each trip. We don't buy a lot of food so it doesn't go bad. We buy enough so we can eat it, and then at the end of the month we go buy more, so we're not like hoarding food. And plus, it's just 2 people. We do not eat that much. I'll admit I have a problem with sweets. That's about it, but I've been calming down with those. But once you start making a basic grocery list, again, I have this in my notepad on my phone, and it will just have the basics. And what I will do is I'll select all. I'll go to another note and paste it there, and then add extras on the bottom of what we would like to splurge on this month. Whether it would be, I don't know, like a fancy dressing, which most of the time we don't buy dressing, but if he wants to, then I'm like, all right, let's just try it out. So we will add like random little miscellaneous things on the bottom, but we have our regular basics up top. So those are the things that we never forget, and I don't come home stressing out thinking I have to go back out this side to go grab those basic items that we forgot. So there you guys have it. Those are the 7 lists that can make your life so much easier. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and on that note, I will catch you in the next one.